Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some really cool news to get to show you guys and react to for the very first ever PlayStation 5 Pro unboxing. Now, as you guys probably know, or may have had a chance to go and see on our prior video earlier on today, but it actually does kind of seem like there's a lot of brand new, things coming out as of right this second, and people are actually getting their PlayStation 5 consoles early. Some people in different regions and different countries are also getting them a little bit quicker too as well, and some even have some videos for this too as well on top of this. So I'm actually going to do a really quick reaction over here from Tagg's YouTube channel. I'm going to have their original video linked down below in case you guys do want to go check it out and support them, which I actually usually do recommend that you guys do in the first place. Give them some love if you guys would want. But I'm going to give you guys the reaction for and kind of show you guys what shows up in the boxes and all that good stuff and the excitement behind it too as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below, and also subscribe. We actually are giving out a PS5 Pro for someone in the channel itself, one of our random subscribers, with all the bonus giveaway links down below, like the Twitters, Twitch, and all that. As well, if you guys do want to go pick up your own PS5 Pro, we do have a bunch of affiliate links down below for all the retailers in the comment section. There's been a lot of you guys who actually have had a chance to go pick one up from the channel itself and supports me a lot. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Let's go and dive on into the video itself. So as I mentioned, this is in regards over here to the Tag channel, and people are now finally going and getting their consoles. So major congratulations to anyone who will go get one in the first place. This channel also, I do believe, is not in English.
Certo. Modelo 2014.
So as I mentioned, there is a lot of other people in different areas, like different regions and stuff like that. But these are going to be the very first ever boxes for the PS5 Pro, which is really cool to go and see. Now, as well, I'm going to maybe go and skip ahead just a little baby schmidgen bit for you guys, get kind of the bread and butter. But here is the actual box itself, as you guys can go and see, and it looks beautiful. Kind of funny enough, looks more like the PS5 digital box, if anything, surprisingly. But as you guys can see, it's just the usual, has the 8K, 4K actually more, so you can see with the HDR, and at the same time, it's just, there's their beautiful, good old console. So I'm going to let them kind of get in the nitty gritty of it. If you guys did go pick up a PS5 Pro, I know I've asked a lot of my normal subscribers for this one. Leave a comment down below if you guys did or did not. And of course, if you guys are excited or if you guys are not as well. I myself am very, very excited for it just in general. I think it's a cool console. I think it's a good vibe. I think it's gonna be a lot of good improved specifications for the console itself. But now they're actually opening up the console too. You can kind of see the usual. If you guys ever bought a PS5 yourself, you guys will know and see the box. You have the nice little power cables. You get the cool little things. Let's go and see what this is, huh? We're cool. We can see. Oh, looks like just little like pins maybe for that one. Here is the actual controller. Don't forget you do actually come with the controller itself too, because those, if you guys are curious, are more so for leaving your console up and like making sure it's not on the table or your desk or whatever. And then obviously the cables are about the same. And then here is the console itself. They're kind of doing a little teasing over here. I'm liking the vibe. I can't wait to get this. Like, it's one of my favorite feelings out there in the entire planet to get to go and sit there and open up brand new technology, brand new phone, brand new laptop, whatever. When it smells that factory fresh smell, oh my god, it feels and looks good. I love that vibe. So anyway, you guys can go and see the console itself. Looks good, looks phenomenal, actually. We can see in like about 3 more seconds over here. I'm one of those weird people. I wish I could like lick it or something. I don't know, like just kind of just embrace it, you know. That's probably sounds weird. I'm not that weird in real life, I promise you. I just like making YouTube videos. That's all I kind of got. But anyway, they have the console itself over here. I'm waiting for them to take out that little plastic shrink wrap or whatever that usually is, and it is a just normal looking console at the end of the day. PlayStation 5 went from the no stripes to the 1 stripe for the slim, and now obviously one of the bigger things out there is we do have the third 3 stripes for this. So at the end of the day, that's kind of cool. Like, I think it looks nice, looks shiny, looks good. And this is the in real life comparison for the slim, which is why there's been a little bit of issues when it comes to the disc covers. As you guys have heard, like some of the slots aren't lined up, the sizes are slightly like a little bit different, but this is the best comparison you guys can go and have in between both of them in real life. Looking at these sides too, some has the disc, some does not. As you guys know, the Pro does not include a disc drive. Here's also the back side of it too for the HDMI, the USBs, the LAN ports, power adapter. Looks very similar to the PS5, but also looks a lot cleaner as well. I feel like it is like just slightly spaced out a bit nicer. The plastic looks like it's a little bit more well kept, for lack of a better term. Not super sure, but at the end of the day, I think it just looks like a slightly nicer and better console. And this is a lot of people that we even made a video on earlier on today, showing up the actual internals, taking off the actual disc. And this is what a lot of people are kind of sharing over there, where it like looks like it lines up, but also looks like it doesn't. There was a lot of issues with it. We made a video on the console cover stuff. If you guys are still curious and more news for that, we totally can. As you guys can see, they are adjusting up the console, the work on the console itself, and just, yeah, this is how, I mean, I think it looks nice. Looks just like a PS5, though. It's nothing super duper crazy, and I do believe that's actually the bigger thing right there, where it goes and shows the CMOS battery. We made a video on that earlier on today. If you guys want to go check it out on the channel itself after you go subscribe, we're still in the 69,000 sub goal dream before the end of the year. But that little, this one thing on the top right, where I was basically where my head was, my camera was, is where the CMOS battery has now been apparently allegedly put into, with the same SSD drives as well, with obviously the three nicely slashed up Pro lines. Like, it looks all around really cool and really dope. So in my mind, I think it looks clean. Now there's gonna be the back and forth comparisons between the two. It does look slightly more slicker, and I believe this is them trying to put the PS5 Slim cover on the Pro itself as well. Kind of do little swappables for it. But as you guys can go and tell too, like I said, it does look like they changed up the, I guess, top level for it. Slightly different colors. We see the black on it, all black, instead of like the nice little mix of colors. And yeah, they're also trying to compare like the sizes too as well. Like, I really love that they have both of these right next to each other. But overall, it is pretty similar. Like, I can't go beat around the bush. It is a better PSSR, better it's pretty much slightly overclockable CPU, better heatsink, and it does look a little bit more efficient. Like, you can tell they redesigned up the console. Both made it bigger, but also smaller at the same time, if they make sense. And I'm sure we'll have some people taking apart their PS5 Pros in the very near future. This is like base level take apart. Sometimes people that are very intrigued on like the dissects and stuff like that in terms of the actual like motherboard will have a chance to see the actual change up on, like, say, the copper wiring, how the heatsink changes, and everything else in between for it. Now, this is also the disk drive too as well. You may want to make that into a separate video at some point too, to go and have a comparison if they do actually attach it on up. This is also my first impression on it too, because I kind of want to be excited with you guys. And I've obviously seen a lot of leaks with the PS5 Pro, but this is my first time having a chance to go look at it as of right this second. Also, don't mind the hat and the hair. Once again, just got the shower. Probably look weird, but what can you go and do? So I want to see, and we're all kind of looming here together, will they go and actually add the disk to this, the disk drive? There has been a very big polarizing topic that the disk drive may not be working. I personally still believe it should be fine and will be working fine, because why would it not? But this, because we also had other big retailers such as Walmart go and just confirm it. Whenever we do have a proper confirmation, even if it's confirmed in this video, I may do a quick little, I guess, double check video and kind of let people know as well in separate ways. But just letting everyone know on this one, let's go and see. Now, as you guys know, this is just like the part of the disk drive you kind of put on the console itself. Plug in the little like hard drive, which is right here in the console. So right now, this will be a big one for us to go and see if it does work or does not. So far, first impressions does look like it's seeming okay. But it's looking also a little bit wobbly too. We'll have to see. This is the first hands-on we've had a chance to see it. But it looked like it went okay so far. This is like where they have the dramatic tension and everything else floating around. We can kind of go and see. But yeah, it looks like maybe not. I know, right? I'm along with the ride with you guys. We're all trying to figure this out together. Maybe it will. Maybe it lines up well. Let's go and find out and see. But it looks like it's kind of plopping up, and they just have to plop it on in. They'll figure it out. But anyway, we're told these are some of the big things, like the console covers being slightly different, seeing if the disk drive works. But maybe everything's seemingly okay at the end of the day. Oh, we'll see. These guys, I like the guy's hair, by the way. The hair looks very, very nice. So there you guys go. It looks like it did seem like it actually kind of worked on in, but they're kind of being skeptical. I don't know, the hand movements. They're not even speaking English. I wish I could go and tell. Like, I couldn't tell you. So going through their console. But we will once again go and see if it works, or if it doesn't go and work. Well, I guess we'll go and find out. But they're like one more disc. We're rolling on with that. But yeah, they're reattaching everything. It looks like it did seem like it kind of lined on up. And I guess from my first impression, based on the console's not seeming like it's falling apart, and looks like it might actually work in the end of the day, which might be also a very nice thing for the PS5 Pro folks out there too as well. And they also have to go and reattach all the other obvious stuff too. We can kind of go and see how everything works on out. But cool. All the people in this video, they look like they'd be like a fun group of people to grab like a drink with. Kind of hang out and chill. I don't know. Like, I like the vibe off them. There's actually one thing little me yapping as they're putting their consoles back up here, which still looks like a fantastic console. And they even have the Concord DualSense controller. Are you literally kidding me? That is absolutely crazy. Just absolutely crazy. That's going to be probably worth a lot more money than even the 30th anniversary edition consoles, because we already know, unless they're going to open it, I was going to go and say that's going to be a bigger collectible probably than the the 30th anniversary consoles because of how well not good Concord went in the first place. So once again, you guys can go and see the PS5 Pro. Does look like the attachment is working. That's something I'm gonna have to go and double check, but it seems very, very likely. But it seems like for the first impressions on the Pros, it is working well. Now on top of this, you guys can see the size difference on the PS5 Pro. It is a little bit on the bigger side, it seems like, but it does look cleaner. You know, if you look at the little like weird bat wings on the side, it looks a little bit nicer. It looks a bit more well kept, for lack of better terms. Maybe it's just because the console's brand new, but it just looks like a little bit more put together. It looks very similar, don't get me wrong, it's very, very similar, but it does look just a little bit more smidgen put together, a little bit more nicer, and they had those few extra years to kind of rework the console and make it the perfect way that they probably want to have it at the end of the day. So once again, as we're going throughout this video, what do you guys kind of think about this? Like, I think it's cool that these are all the various variations of all the consoles right next to each other. I think they seem dope. Like, I'm excited for mine. It is like a little bit of a wonky sizing difference, but people mainly compared it to the original PlayStation. The Slim was slightly shorter, and that would maybe make sense why some of those covers might have had a little bit of issues too as well. But it does still seem like the disk drive is looking confirmed and nice. Now, this is the Concord controller, which once again, that probably was one of the cooler controllers we've had a chance to go and see at and look at. Like, I think it looks absolutely phenomenal and absolutely dope. And I do think this limited edition controller is something I kind of wish I had. I don't know if you can even still buy it at this point, but I think it looks kind of dope. But that is, I think, probably like their bigger, higher up part for this video itself. They have nothing else super crazy going on down. Once again, the original video will be linked down below. I want to give them all the credit out there. So if you guys want to give them some love, if you guys want to, you guys totally can. But I want to show you guys the very first impressions of the PS5 Pro, react to it, and give you my thoughts. I think it looks sick. I think it looks dope, and I can't wait to get mine in the future. So if you guys want to get one yourselves, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for our PS5 Pro giveaway here. Our second channel, I'm going to probably start doing some streams over there. The two Twitter accounts down below, the Twitch streams down below, and everything else. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Use the affiliate links down below if you guys want to pick up a PS5 Pro, and I appreciate you all for existing. Love you guys.